Hello guys, this is Bull Cable back with another video, and today we've got some brand new balance changes coming on the 21st of this month. And I've had a look at some of these changes so far and they are perfect. A lot of these are exactly what I want. So let's have a look and see what it is. The damage is getting decreased by the Hog. This is great because the Hog, I think, is overpowered at the moment, even though that I'm not using it. I was using it and it was pretty overpowered. So obviously the Prince is getting a damage increase. The Prince is very little, basically the use of the Prince is really low. So giving it a 9% damage increase when it's actually charging, this is going to do a lot of damage. So this is going to make it a really good troop to use. And here we go with the P.E.K.K.A. increase as well. The P.E.K.K.A. is getting an increase by 8%, which damage increase, and basically the P.E.K.K.A. I used to use it a lot and I used to absolutely love it. Then I just stopped using it, but obviously it is a really underused card. Giving it a an 8% damage increase will make it a really viable card now actually, guys. This will be able to destroy a lot of things. And if you get a P.E.K.K.A. onto the base, it is game over. I mean, that's going to do a lot of damage. So I definitely agree with that one. Let's go on to the next one, which is the Goblin Barrel. The Goblin spawn time decreased to 1 second from 1.2. That's not much of a change, but I take it that means when it gets deployed, they obviously spawn out quicker. But now, I suppose that's okay. It doesn't really do that much. That 0.2 seconds though might let one of the goblins get an extra hit in the base. I'm not sure, don't take my word for that, guys, but that might give it an extra hit into the base. So we'll just keep that and just say it is. The Expo's actually getting an actual buff this time, guys, from the actual nerf that completely killed the Expo off. It basically decreasing the actual deployment time to 4 seconds from 5. It's not really much, but it's giving it an extra 18% increase in hit points, which is really good. I like that. Makes it a little bit more tanky. So it might become a defensive building. You never know, guys. It might bring it back into play. We've got the Mortar now as well, which will it's basically the same thing without the hit points. It decreases the time to spawn in by 4 seconds to 4 seconds from 5. So that's just, I never ever see any Mortar or Expo players anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get on to the next one. The Guards remove the pushback effect from their shield break. Now I agree with this. People are fireballing the Guards and it pushes them away and it kind of makes them weak. It means that it is kind of hard. So I definitely agree with that. They definitely should not get pushback if they have their shield. So that's a good one. Definitely agree with that one. The Witch is getting another increase. I mean, I think they've increased the Witch almost every single update now, but the Witch is actually getting a base. Remember, this is not their skeletons, this is just their damage alone, and it's getting a 17% damage increase. That's huge, guys. That's going to make the Witch alone really strong. So I definitely think you're definitely going to be starting to see a lot of witches coming into the game now. So definitely agree with that one. The Lava Hound is getting an increase in damage. Remember, that's not the Lava Pups, that's just the Lava Hound. It's getting a 28% damage increase. I mean, that's huge, guys. I mean, I definitely agree with this. I actually was against a Lava Hound player the other day, and it's awful. It was an awful card. It got to the base and it was doing no damage, and I just took it out, and I just took the Lava Pups out with an arrow. So it was such a bad card for a legendary as well. So definitely agree with that damage increase. The Skeletons, this is actually quite a weird one. This is quite a big one as well. This is probably the biggest change of them all. The Skeletons, the 1-cost Skeletons used to spawn 4, now they spawn 3. Now, for players that know how to use Skeletons properly, that's a big change, guys. That means the damage output's decreased, the amount of things you can distract with decreased. I mean, that's a big change for the 1-cost Skeletons. So we'll see how that works. I don't think you'll see much more Skeletons now that there's only 3 of them, but we'll see what happens. The hit points of the cannon is getting decreased again, guys. This was decreased 2 times in a row. The hit points is decreased by 8%. I mean, I suppose now people are probably going to be turning to using Tombstone more than the cannon. Now, I think you'll start seeing a lot more Tombstone. Just watch this, guys. You'll see a lot more Tombstones than cannons because it's getting a little bit too weak now, the cannon as a distraction. And the last one is the Tesla's getting a hit point increase by 8%. Probably agree with this, definitely, because the Tesla's kind of soft before. A lot of people stopped using it, so they do these things to basically balance the game back out. So that is pretty much it for the balance changes coming to the game. Let me know what you guys think of these changes. I've let you guys know what I think. I think this is going to be a pretty good one. A little bit of game changing. But to be honest, my deck that I'm using at the moment doesn't really affect it at all. Not one of the cards that's getting changed is in my deck at the moment. Look at this as the deck I'm running at the moment. I'm running a 3 Musketeer, Giant, Elixir Collector, Minion, Fireball, obviously the Bomber, Archers, and Arrows. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for more Clash Royale videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.